Okay, all right. We are back. See, it's a little bit different. Got it like this here because they say this is the way. You should be doing it as much as possible now because everybody wants to look at it on their phone, like pick it off the stand, like this. So let's see how it works. See if you guys enjoy it, but also, is most importantly, it's supposed to show up a little bit better for other things, including YouTube on the shorts shelf. Okay, today we're going to go through a little bit of the market. Don't know how it's going to really turn out. I may have to like try to block it in, make it look real good for you. We'll see what happens. Matter of fact, I ought to do that first. I'll do it a second. I'll go through a little bit of news, and of course, maybe do some nerd stuff. I had one person here; they just left. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what we do. Let's go ahead and look at see what the book best view of that this is. Okay, I'll do that one. You know what? I want should I break? Oh, it's not even gonna do it. I was hoping I could. Okay, I was hoping I could make it bigger and everything. Now it's gonna just look really bad. Okay. So let's just go through, see what's got happened over the last 7 days, see where this market is going, see how we're being treated. So first of all, if you can see it, oh my goodness, there's a downside to this. Let's zoom this out a little bit. You see it here. So with our new listings, we have 1061. So that is more listings coming on the market right now. 214 back on the market. That means they did not fulfill their dreams. Price decreases. 801. 801. That is not good because everybody wants to. Oh, maybe I can do it like this. Let's see, try and get it to where you can see it. Uh, Almost as many. I mean, about what? Probably about 75% as many houses that came on the market had to have price decreases. Everybody wants to hear the same thing. Your house is worth X, Y, Z. And the number that they give you or the realtor gives you is the number that people want to see or hear. And it's not always the truth. And that is really a bad thing. You have your house is on the market for longer and you're just really just losing money. Okay. Under contract show and no show. Well, according to my math, that's about 800 and I'm going to call it 808, which is less than the new listings, which means our inventory is starting to grow, which is no normally is a good thing normally, but people take things a little too far and they're like, oh no, there's more choice. I'll just wait a little bit. I don't know. It's gonna according to how it's gonna work out for you, you'll see that rates are going down so more people can afford because I don't know how many more people can actually afford the current prices that we have right now. Spirits aren't that bad, 67, although in my opinion they're creeping up a little bit. A lot of this is of course people who don't want to take the hint about how much their house is really worth. That's pretty much it for there. Let's go ahead and look to see what's been sold. So we are on the 18th right now. So if you really look at it, we're between the 90 and 95th good solution. So if we look right now, we have 5,000 active. I'm going to take this down to Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. And wow, still over 5,000. Let's look at what we got our breakdown in. Condos, we have 940 on the market. Townhomes, we have 493, and we combine the two, we have 1413 on the market. I didn't pull up what the end of month stats were. I'm just going with what's going now. Single family, 4,304. That is up. That is up. Manufactured, why not? 76 on the market. 76 on the market. Let's go see what actually has sold so far. This one to kind of equate properly, I'm going to have to look at the entire market. So we go July through today. And total market. Oops, got to take that active out. 15, 14 have sold. And let's see, single family, 1153. I think we're actually ahead of target. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. I just have to. I'm going to applied analysis here and pulling the stats from the end of last month. I just want to have some apples to apples to compare against. Okay, so end of June. Oh, we are ahead. As far as I can tell, we're going to at least match number of units sold. As far as townhomes and condos go, 309 compared to 6. So everything is actually on track right now. Looks like we're getting close to doing what we did before. Let's get into, let's see here. We'll just do single family first because that's where most people really want. You settled for the townhome and such. It's a great start place. Plus, when you're done, it becomes a great rental to actually give you income. So let's see here. Oh, I hope this doesn't keep going on. I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at this. So far this month, we have bumped it up another 5,000 to a close of 480. 480. I hope that settles a little bit because higher prices with actually we got lower interest rates. We'll get into that one later. Let's just jump it on back. Just to be weird, I'm gonna do what happened mobile homes, 48 sold. What we got here? I'm just being weird. 215,000 is the median close price. The average of 218. I only look at it because I had someone call me the other day, and we were looking around. They're trying to find something in a certain price range. And it's like, have you considered manufactured homes? Everybody wants a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, single-story home until they have to look to pay for it. Okay, condos. I'm just going to break it down. Results, stats. Please, somebody tell me if this is even worthwhile because I didn't realize I was going to squeeze this down this much. 250, 240 on the average square or median square price, 265 average. Townhomes. $116 sold. Let's see what we got so far this month. $355.5 for the median, $365 for the average. Oh, it's gone in here real quick and combine them because that's the way the board does it, or at least applied analysis. 309. Come on. 288.5, 302.7. And oh, that's interesting. I want to drag this over for a sec so you can see it. 295 was the end of last month. But you know what? This happened last month too, about this time. It was much lower, but then it ended the year out or the month out at the same as it was before. So we'll have to really keep an eye on that. The single family stayed about the same. Okay. let's get into some news, or at least looking at what's going on with mortgage rates. If you haven't noticed, they have been going down consistently. So this is really good news if you're trying to buy. About the only bad news is, they're saying once it hits 6% or under 5.99, according to Dr. Yoon, the um, chief economist of the National Association of Realtors, then the entire market is going to lose its ever-loving mind. So we'll see. As far as others, I'm just going to cover FHA 6.28%, VA 6.3%. So you see you're saving quite a bit there. Right now, it's for new homes. One builder is offering 5.5, and this is like permanent. And that's for VA and FHA 5.99. I'm not quoting, I'm just telling you what the builder told me. And one builder, Lennar, has like 1 year for 2.99, according to the emails they're sending me. Now, this, of course, leads into homeowners are starting to refinance. It's getting to a point, especially those who got in there like really, really, really high. They are finally just like to a point. It's like, hey, 6.81% or 6.82 or whatever it was. They're like, hey, it's time for me to jump in there too and put my money in, or at least get some of my money back. Because some of these people a year or so ago were at 8%. Hold on a second here. Let me drag over the mortgage calculator, see what they're kind of saving. Okay, we'll put it over here. So let's say they bought a 450 house because he bought it last year, and he put 5% down, and I'm just saying they're just the unlucky ones. 7.85. Taxes about right. PMI. Insurance is off, in my opinion. Okay, so we calculate what they're paying. $35.95. Oh my goodness. Oh, good googly moogly. They refi that sucker to we're just gonna call it a straight up 6.8. So $35.95. Good googly moogly. $32.90. So I don't know, they're saving $300 a month just by refining right now. I'm sure plenty of you would love to have $300 a month in your pockets right now. This next one relates. So I'm going to start off. I do not want to get in any politics. Don't just throw it down. I'm just reporting the news. Okay. No politics, please. So one of the presidential candidates, I will not say who, has warned the Fed chairman, do not cut rates. Before the election. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm just reporting the news. Basically, I'm reporting the news. Jerome Powell was warned not to cut rates, even though right now, with inflation down, their indicators are to cut rates. In other words, help you get a house where it looks like it's starting to factor in anyway, because if you look at the way the markets are going down, they're starting to factor in. It's like rates are about to get cut. But we'll see what happens if they have a rate cut. But if you know how they do it, if they cut rates, they don't cut them by a big amount. They just cut them by a little. I would expect to see, just talking off the cuff. Don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I'd say we're probably looking at about 6.5 by the election. Don't know what that's going to do. Don't care. Okay, Florida. Everybody's punching bag right now. If you look at all of oh, wait a minute. That says the dollar's down. Did I lose money today? Oh my God, I lost some money today. Oh my God, I lost a lot of money. Florida insurance, 1 in 5 residents don't have insurance anymore. So most of these, I'm pretty sure people own their house outright, and they're just praying, just nothing happens to them because the insurance rates have gotten so high down there, and you have all kinds of other stuff that's going on. Um, if you're tracking it, and you got all these doomsday bros claiming how the housing market is crashing and stuff, yeah, it is in some places, especially Florida. They are cutting prices like crazy. They're cutting bait and they're running. And the reason they're doing that has to do with insurance and assessments. Because, like I said the other, well, you probably haven't seen it. Put out my actual market video, update video, and there are people who are receiving $250,000 assessments because these new laws that were signed after that condo fell down. So that's one of the problems. So if you had a house, even if it was paid off, you can't afford the massive insurance bill. We'll use condo because a lot of people pay cash for their condos, especially retirees. You got a condo you just received, we'll just make it up $100,000 assessment that you need to pay. You're just like trying to run before the next thing happens, and that's what's happening in Florida. Fortunately, our taxes are not as bad here. They're very good. Um, we don't have, you rarely run across any kind of assessment. It may be a few $1,000s. Except for one time, there was this one, I don't know what they did. It was in the Southwest. A kid got injured in the playground of the HOA, and everyone received a massive assessment because they lost a massive, massive lawsuit. Which I don't know. It's hard because let's say a kid gets injured. Okay, so now we got a lawsuit. Then you take away all the playgrounds. Where are the parents going to take their kids to? Now, I'm sure the parents of the kid who got injured, they think everything is all hunky dory. They're going to collect a few million, actually collect a lot of millions of dollars. But it's kind of unusual to receive that. And it's not something you could like anticipate. Next. Okay, we got that. This is when I did a few videos on, and it's something that's like really kind of dear to me. And a lot of times, not a lot of times, and it doesn't happen here, knock on wood, but some places appraisals have been discriminatory and it rips away your home's value and your family wealth. I know a guy, he's a broker owner. He owns his own real estate firm. I'm not going to say the brand, it's a major brand. I mean, like up there, major brand. And he had his house appraised because he was refining. And it was like the appraiser undervalued my house by like this ridiculous amount. So he must have had a big ass house. It was like $500,000 or something. And but every time you talk to an appraiser about it, they're like, "Oh, they're full of it. They're expecting blah blah." But how come there are times when people have somebody of another hue sit in their house, the house mysteriously appraises at what they were told it was really worth? And the reason it's dear to me is because I've been having these thoughts lately. And I don't know if they're good thoughts or bad thoughts. Is I'm thinking about possibly becoming an appraiser because the only way you can solve something is to become part of the solution instead of complaining. But I don't know if I want to do that this, coming into the sunset of my life, but it could be good. So there's a lot of pressures with appraisers. And I don't know. Sometimes they get certain things like VA contracts because I do a lot of VA. Haven't figured it out. And most of them, I'll be honest, give me a little deference. I've actually had one or two like give me deference because he realized I'm a military retiree and what my rank was and everything. But I had one, he was like so afraid because he had just become a VA appraiser. And the VA appraisals are not like regular appraisals. First of all, they get paid a lot more money, and there's only a few of them. So I was doing this. This is like you can count them on your hand, literally. But I don't know because I'd rather like worry about doing the VA appraisals and stuff. And I don't even know how you get in that because I'm not an appraiser. But what I do want to do is make sure people don't lose their value because the only person who picks up that value, let's say somebody buys a house, and in that case, it said the appraisal was 220,000, what the house was worth. The next person just instantly gained 220 because if they get a reappraised and it was a discriminatory appraisal, that person loses. I mean, they just gained $220,000 out of nowhere. That's unfair. Everyone should be treated 100% fairly. But I got to look into a lot of things. It's not the appraisal part, is you can't be a real estate agent anymore. But I don't. But because of what happened in 2008, you cannot like just go into appraisal school and become an appraiser. You have to apprentice and do something like 200 appraisals under someone, which is a long time. The appraisal, I mean, it could take you a year to apprentice, a year and a half to apprentice. And that's where the problem becomes or begins because I don't think you get paid while you're apprenticing. And as far as I know, and I'm going to have to check, I don't think you can be a real estate agent at the same time. So who the heck has the time to do that? And that's why we don't have people who are appraisers. I'm going to leave it at that because everybody wants to, put their 3 cents in. Here we go. Here, hope you don't mind. We'll put you out here. Keep up the good work. So I don't know if that was about me talking about the possibility of becoming an appraiser. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to see. Um, great. Got a little note here. So I showed one of my listings today, and that's why I'm tired, man. I'm worn out. I had so many places to be and so much to do today, and somebody wanted to see one of my listings, so I went and showed her. They were there for like an hour, long time. Uh, but then when it was at the end, it was like want to put an offer in. It's like I have this rule, and my rule is I don't try to double in deals. Every realtor in the world is dreaming of one thing: double ending a deal, taking a listing and selling it themselves. Mm. Well, if 98% of uh, listings are sold by another agent and you're doing a lot of double ending, you're doing a lot of screwing people over. And yeah, it took me a good bit of that hour was me explaining. It's like I'm gonna have to turn you over to another agent because I don't double dip because I'm representing someone. You need someone to represent you, and if I'm representing both of you, in reality, and this is why when I bring this up to other agents, it's like no, it's great to represent both sides. Yeah, it's great for you, and you make more money. And this is why we're in trouble. And let me go back to this for a sec. Hold on, I'm gonna go. And you're gonna see something. Now I've been mentioning this. Maybe hold on. Da, 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 da. You see this little countdown timer here? Let me zoom this up some. You see this countdown timer? Do you know what this countdown timer is for? This countdown timer is for the first of all the stuff that is going on. All of the compensation fields from the MLS are being removed in 12 days, 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12. And the reason is all of this lawsuit stuff. Let me get back in here. So this is what I'm talking about. Everybody, I did my little video criticizing Orlando Milner, or just going over what he was saying and trying to drop whatever truth it is. If he said something that was correct, then I gave him his props. If he said something that was wrong, I said so. I mean, I had all kinds of different responses. One person like, "You agree with everything he said?" I'm like, "Did you look at the video? Maybe half." Uh, Other person like, "Oh, you're just attacking people." Did you look at the video? Some things I agree with. He was right on those things, and this is what's wrong. Got too many real estate agents doing this crap and always trying to figure a way around stuff. Hey, if I do it this way and I write it this way, there's really just too many damn real estate agents. Without really talking conversation too much. And part of this lawsuit stuff and the settlements and everything. By the way, the reason I'm talking about the lawsuits, this is part one. Part two is on the 17th. 100% of every person who wants to go and see a house has to sign a contract with that agent before they open the door. And the reason I could open the door on the one today was because um, it was my listing. That's an exception because I'm representing the seller and it's in the best interest of the seller. There were two more houses for sale in that neighborhood, and I was like, we didn't sign an agreement. I can show you this house. I can't show you those unless we have an agreement. And that's the problem. And I see a lot of people are about to really hit a wall because a lot of sellers are now, they're going like, "Oh, I've been told I don't have to pay the buyer's agent." So a lot of them are going to play that for a minute, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For long-time viewers, I like to have my Bloody Mary, no alcohol. It's got V8 in it, spicy. So anyway, I am going to see if there are any other questions other than thank you, Biggest and the Truth. Got your thumbs up there, and thanks for doing the good work. Right now, I'm in the middle of a 21-day thing, so I record a video every night. So I have to decide if this is going to be my video or if I'm going to go and do another video. But right now, I was supposed to do a finish up a house tour that I did, and finish all the little stuff I'm going to add to it and the voiceovers and stuff. But it's not done, and I'm not going to get into that because I'm sure somebody going to be watching this later, be going like, huh. Okay. So I'm going to end this with: if you need anything, looking for some house advice, call, text, email. Hopefully, my information is below. I'd love to know if anyone is watching this in the shorts on the short shelf. That's the reason I did the vertical. I don't know if I'll do it again. I don't know, unless I can figure a way to get the like this stuff over here right, because I don't like all of it. Wait, so you can't even see it. So I got to figure some way where I can squeeze this, and because there's apps out there where you can just click, and I have it on here, but it was like it's no use. You saw me trying to just do it. It's just gonna have those big bars at the top and the bottom, which I don't think anyone wants to see. So that's my next thing. So I'm just trying to get on the short shelf, make it look good. I'm pointing over here for my folks on Instagram, although no one came on this week. I usually have a couple of folks on Instagram, nothing this week. So I guess it's a little hot. Call, text, email, need anything, reach out, and I'm going to see if I can put a more value out there for you. If you have a suggestion for a video, leave it. We'll see if somebody wants to do it. I literally got a call today from a viewer who has some video suggestions of stuff they wanted to see, and I probably should have discussed some of these things on here, but you know what? I'm going to let y'all go. I'm out of here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye, y'all.